guys, what's up? It's Molly and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be some healthy school lunch ideas, which I've never done just specifically lunch ideas before, so I was super excited to film this video and I really hope you guys enjoy it. And if you do like it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up because it really helps me out and helps other people find my channel, which would mean a lot to me, so give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And also, if you're new here, you might not know that I'm currently giving away these adorable white Beats headphones, and the only rule is that you have to be a subscriber, so make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're not already to join the family, see new uploads from me, and also be entered to win these adorable white Beats. I will have all the details for that down below, but yeah, all you have to do is subscribe to win these, which is really cool. I also wanted to quickly mention that this video is sponsored by Love with Food, which I've worked with them before. They're a monthly food subscription service, and they basically send one of these boxes straight to your door every single month, and it's a great way to kind of like get introduced to new types of snacks that maybe you've never heard of before. And I love snacks and food in general, so this is like right up my alley. So basically with Love with Food, you get to sample unique, organic, natural snacks, and if you like the foods, you can go to lovewithfood.com and you can buy more of them, which I think is really cool. So you get to kind of try out a bunch of different things, figure out what you like, and if you like something a lot, then you can buy it on their website. So for every box purchased, Love with Food donates a meal to a food bank, and so far since starting, they've donated over 1 million meals, which I think is amazing. And they also ship to 25 different countries, including Canada, so if you live in another country, you can still get this box. So they have 3 different snack boxes that you can choose from. The first one is the tasting one, which is a smaller version of the box, and then the next one is the deluxe one, which is the one that I have, and then the third one is a gluten-free option, which is the same size as the deluxe one, but just gluten-free. And also, if you guys want 25% off, there's going to be a link in the description box that you can go to and get 25% off your order. So I just thought it would be fun to maybe try a couple of the snacks on camera right now, but I'm also going to be including some in the video as well, like to include in your school lunches, but I'm just gonna pick out 2 right now randomly from the box and try them out. So when you open it up, this is what the box looks like, which I think is so cute. There's seriously so much to choose from in here, and you have like a really good amount of snacks. Like, you're set for a while. I think right now I really want to try out these 1 potato, 2 potato sweet potato chips because I love sweet potatoes, so I've never had them in chip form before. Okay, here we go. I'm so excited. Here's what they look like. These are so good. I'm about to order these online. These are so good. These get a thumbs up from me for sure. And the other one that I'm going to be trying out is the Walker's Pure Butter Shortbread because I thought that that sounded really good. I love me some cookies. I just broke off a little piece. Let's try it. This is so good. And with all that being said, let's finally hop into the video. This first recipe is a pasta salad, which is so good and so simple. You can easily make this the night before you go to school or honestly the morning of. All you really have to do is make some pre-made pasta. So I did like these mini bow tie ones. They were so cute, and I just filled it about 1/3 of or 2/3 of the way up in the mason jar, and then you can add all the veggies that you like. So I did some red peppers and green peppers. They're so good in my opinion. And then I also added some onions, and lastly I topped it off with some zoodles because they're my newest obsession. And then you just close the lid and you are all set. Alright, so this recipe is probably my favorite one in the video just because I feel like it's kind of different than like your typical lunch recipe. I love the idea of it being in a mason jar as well because it's just so portable and easy. I know it looks a little bit different than the last clip. That's because like 2 seconds ago I put some dressing in there. So you can choose whatever kind of dressing you want. I just chose like a balsamic vinaigrette, but you could really do whatever you want. I feel like maybe Italian would be really good in here as well. But yeah, all you have to do is just put the dressing into a little container, take that with you to school, and then when you're ready to eat it, you just pour it in and shake it up, and then you got yourself a nice little pasta salad with tons of veggies in there. Super good for you, and it'll be really filling. I love this so much. I've already eaten one of these mason jars that I made of this because it's so good. So obviously, like, you can't just have that for lunch, so I figured I would include some things from the Love with Food deluxe box into each of my recipes to show you guys like what I would bring from that box into lunch with me that day if I was having that lunch that I just showed you. You follow me? So the first one is these Disney fruit crisps. These are apple ones. I love freeze-dried fruit, so I know I'm going to love these. And this is just something sweet to have because it's kind of like a saltier lunch. Let's try these. They're just like apple chips pretty much. I really like these. really good. And then I would also, of course, have to bring a drink with me. This is the Everly Strawberry Lemonade. All you have to do is add water to the packets, which makes it so easy. You have like a water bottle with you. Then once you get to lunch, you can just add one of these little packets in and you have your very own strawberry lemonade. And then lastly, for this one, I would probably add in some type of crackers or something along these lines. These are the Dick and Jane educational snacks, which I think is so cute. So I'm assuming these are gonna be kind of like little cookies, but we'll see. Ooh, they're good size. I thought they would be smaller. These are so good. I'm not even kidding you guys. These are probably my favorite cookies that I've ever had. They taste so like vanilla-y. Oh, I would love bringing these to school with me. So that is everything for the first lunch, and let's get on to the second one. This next one sounds a little bit more complicated, but it's honestly just as easy. It's banana overnight oats. Oh my gosh, they taste like banana bread, but like a healthy form. I'm obsessed. So first thing you have to do is in a large mixing bowl, just smash up half of a banana as much as you can. You're gonna whisk it later, so it's not really that important. And then go ahead and add in some yogurt. I added in non-dairy yogurts because I wanted it to be extra healthy. And then I added in some rolled oats, some coconut milk, and some vanilla, and lastly some chia seeds. You could also add in chocolate chips if you want to get a little fancy and add a little treat to it, but totally optional. Then just whisk it together and add it into a mason jar, shut the lid and put it in your fridge overnight, and once you're done it'll be more of like a pudding consistency and it is so good. Now this recipe is something that I have been making for a really long time. I love overnight oats just because they're so easy and they're so filling. So after having a huge mason jar full of this, you are gonna be full until you get home from school, which is always the worst when you're in like the last class of the day and all you can think about is all the food that you want to eat. That won't happen when you have this for lunch. Absolutely love this recipe and I highly recommend trying it out. So with that lunch, I would probably add a couple more things to it just to keep it interesting. First thing is a granola bar. This is the Awake Energy granola, and this one has caffeine in it, which I think is really cool if you need a little pick-me-up. This one in particular is in the flavor cinnamon bun, which I just thought sounded amazing. So we're gonna give this a try. Oh my god, you guys, this tastes just like a cinnamon bun. This is so good. And the other thing I would probably include is some type of salty snack. So these are the Benito's bean chips in the flavor sweet chili and sour cream. I'm really excited to try these because it kind of sounds like a random flavor. So let's see if I like these. Here's what they look like. Kind of like a regular potato chip, a little bit different. Dang. These are also really good. And the weird thing about this, you guys, is I feel like I keep liking everything and I am so picky of an eater. I love this. I like also that these come in like portion controlled sizes, so you never really like overpack or underpack. You kind of just have like what you're supposed to be having, which I think is always really good. All right, so that's everything for my second lunch idea, and now let's finally jump into number 3. This last one, I felt kind of silly putting it in the video because it's so simple, but it's honestly one of my favorites, so I felt like I had to. It's just a berry parfait. All I really need to do for this one is put at the bottom of a mason jar some yogurt, so I did my coconut yogurt again, and then just top that off with some granola to break up like the liquids, and then on the top you can add whatever kind of fruit you want, so I just did strawberries because they're my favorite, but you could do whatever fruit you want. This one is probably the most simple and the easiest to recreate, and I absolutely love it. I feel like it's a classic. You can't go wrong with it. It kind of looks like what you would get in like a coffee shop or something like that because it's just like a pretty much a parfait. So you have the yogurt on the bottom, granola, and strawberries. It's so good. Like, you can't even argue with me on that one. It's amazing. I used dairy-free coconut milk yogurt, so if you're vegan or if you are trying to be more conscious of that, definitely check out your grocery store because it honestly wasn't even that much more expensive. And it's vegan, which is so good. I love this recipe, and I also think it just looks so cute, and you would look so put together coming to school with this. So since that recipe is a little bit sweeter, I would also add something salty to this one. These are the Lundberg rice chips in the flavor sea salt. I thought they sounded so good. So excited to try these. Pull one out. Okay, they look good. They're a little crunchy. They have a different taste to them than things that I'm used to, but I like it. So if you didn't want to bring chips with you, you could also bring some type of crackers. These are from Westminster Baker's Company. I'm not gonna lie, the box came with 2 packs of these and I've already eaten a whole pack because they're so good. I like plain things, and these are kind of plain, but I love them. I really like them. And then the last thing for this recipe, I thought I would include a little treat in there just to, you know, treat ourselves. Just a little guy, but I'm sure it's really good. And it's nice sometimes to like give yourself a little treat in at your lunch, even if you're trying to be healthy. This is so good. Wow. And that was the third recipe. Let me know down below which one of those three you thought sounded the best. But yeah, cue the outro. Alright you guys, so I really hope that you enjoyed seeing those healthy recipes that I think would be good for school. School lunch is kind of tricky because it has to be like prepared ahead of time and stuff, so hopefully I did a good job and gave you guys some ideas of what you could bring to school. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up because it means a lot to me, and make sure to subscribe if you're not already to see new videos from me and be entered to win those beats because you know you want to. And I think that's everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you in my next one very soon. Bye!